and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is the creator of the Be Smart Budget, your sister in budgeting, and of course, the self-appointed personal finance activist. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And please click on the subscribe button and join this family. And if to my returning subscribers, thank you very much for returning. Truly appreciate and love you guys very much. Okay, so today I want to talk about things you should not do on payday. And I'm saying this because I've experienced it, Okay, so the first thing that you should do, okay, this is one of the things that you should actually do, and then the other things you should not do, okay? So the first thing that you should do is you should stick to your budget. And guys, also please follow me on my Instagram. I do drop some content on budgeting. That is where actually I do a lot of budgeting content. So do follow me on Instagram at @budimelo_makobosh. Yeah, see you on the other side. Anyway, okay, so the first thing that you should actually do is you should stick to your budget. So I know that with budgeting, everybody says that it is one daunting and boring activity to do. Trust me, the rewards are fulfilling. So make sure that you stick into your budget, even if it means you use the envelope system, which I will talk to you guys about in another video on how to actually go about using it. So even if you use that system, any system or method that is going to work for you, but just stick to your budget, please. You do not want to be running out of money 5 days after payday or on the exact same day that you actually got paid. And then the first thing that you should not do when you're getting paid is do not spend money you do not have. Okay, so by not spending money that you do not have, I mean that stay away from payday loans, stay away from an overdraft, or even your credit cards. So when you use your credit card, or you use an overdraft, or you are getting a payday loan, you are using money that you do not have today and you are borrowing it from the future. So this means that you are taking money that you are going to have tomorrow and you are using it today, and then it creates a cycle, a vicious cycle, where now every payday on the 15th, when you are paying back an overdraft and you are going back to use an overdraft in order to sustain yourself throughout that month, or a credit card or a payday loans. So that is why I say do not use money you do not have. So if you do not have the money for that specific thing, do not use it. Go without it. I always say that if you have enough money to pay for your essentials, which is your rent, your food, your lights and water, and your children's school fees a month, then you do not need all the other expenses. You can cut them out until you are back on your feet. So do not let this cycle swallow you. Do not be swallowed in by overdrafts. They do create a vicious cycle, as I had said. And your credit cards, okay, if you use it correctly and if you're using it to build a credit score, then I can recommend it. But if it has gotten out of hand, get rid of that thing. Pay it off and get rid of it. Clearly you don't have any discipline in your system to use anything correctly. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And then the other thing is, don't make spontaneous purchases. Spontaneous purchases you are going to end up using money, important money, for things that you could have, for things that you've actually budgeted for. Okay, so that is why I started with stick to your budget, because I knew that when I come to spontaneous purchases, you are going to be one of the culprits where you spent your money and now you don't have enough money for rent. So now you are taking from your rent money, you are putting it somewhere else. You end up playing chess with your money. I don't know if you understand me, but you know that my groceries were supposed to be 1,000 rand, but because I had spent the 1,000 rand on a turkey, and I don't, you end up playing chess with your money because of a spontaneous purchase. I did this last month in October. So in October, I was in a good mood, I was in a spending mood, I was in a splurging mood. So guys, I get paid twice. I get paid on the 21st and I get paid on the 30th. Okay, it's a long story, but it's for another day. So when I get paid on the 25th, there's expenses like my car installment, my insurance for my car, my car track, and all of those things, they go off on the 25th. And then my cell phones, because I have quite a few cell phones cell phone contract. So my cell phones and other things like rent, they go off on the 31st, on the first of every month. Né? So remember I said I get paid. So now what I usually do is, normally on a good month, I don't regard myself as being paid on the 25th. So when people are spending their money, I do not even look at my money, you know. So then I wait for the first, when I know that everything has been paid, and now I can start using my money, the money that is left over, you know. Then I can take out, because even my investments go off on the 25th. The trick of paying yourself first. 25th, my investments and my big purchases go off, you know. So, and everything else goes off on the 1st. And then after that, I can then go on the 3rd and go buy groceries and do other stuff with the money that is left over. Okay, and money that has already been allocated in my budget. As I had said, get the budgeting template. You know, so I usually use also the time period just to cool myself off, because money is overwhelming, especially if you're getting it on the 25th and the debit orders are going off, and then now we are swipe here and there. It gets overwhelming. So I usually just calm myself off the 21st until the 1st, and then from the 1st to like the 5th, and then I start doing my things. So also, if you are like me and you are a spontaneous buyer, or you do not even have a budget, what I would say, on the day that you get paid, don't go from work and go and spend your money. Go straight home, sleep the 26th, sleep the 27th, and then go and buy your groceries, go and do everything, when everything that is important, your debit orders have already debited the money. Because you need, as I always say, you need to automate your important expenses. So after all your important expenses and your savings and investing has gone off, then you can go and splurge your money. Also keeping in mind that you are going to need money that is going to keep you for the rest of the month until you get paid again. Because in this channel, we don't live paycheck to paycheck, because there's a video that teaches you how to stop living paycheck to paycheck. And in this channel, we live below our means. Angan, yes, that's correct. And then number 3, it is linked to number 2. Do not participate in the month end turn up. You know that day when you get paid and all of a sudden your taste buds no longer want water, you want to drink something nice like alcohol, you know. That happens to a lot of us. So don't participate in the month end turn up. So when you get paid, avoid going to clubs, avoid going out for supper, avoid, as I had said, go straight home, cool off, let everything that is important go off, and then go spend. Because there's a month, I think it was last year, no, before I created the Beast My Budget, so it would have been way before that. So that weekend we went out, and then I didn't have the reservations I have now about spending money on alcohol. Right now, I don't like spending money on alcohol, and I don't spend a lot of money on alcohol. My alcohol budget for a month is probably 200 rand, and if it's over, it's over. Legit. And it's probably 200 rand just because I want to have a bottle of two of wine in the house, or you know. But when I go out, then okay. But I do not spend, guys. I can show you my bank statement. I don't spend more than 200 rand on alcohol. I spend a lot of money on food, but alcohol, no, my darling. So maybe that's the one thing that you're spending a lot of money on. So avoid the month end turn up. Stay at home. Stay at home, please. The day you get paid, you know, Kupi, there's pressures. Everybody is paid. So and so's table needs to look nice because so and so get paid. And you know the pressure of thinking that people are looking at you will leave you broke. And we are not even looking at you. Tina, we are minding our business. We are living our own lives. We are not even paying attention to how many bottles of Hennessy did you buy during the weekend. How actually, Mina, if I see you buying a lot of bottles of Hennessy, they are clear because clearly you do not have priorities. You do not have money motivators. You don't know how to spend your money. Basically, come for me. I don't care. Huh. And then number 4, and which is the last thing, do not loan money to family and friends and expect it back on payday, because now we do not loan money to friends, and also now we do not borrow money from your friends that you are pressed to pay come payday, you know. So don't do that. And guys, money kills a lot of relationships. Money will change the formation of your relationship with your loved ones. So if you can don't participate in the lending of money out to your family and friends, to even strangers. Don't lend people money. Basically, that's what I'm saying. No, I don't even have reservations. I'm sorry, just don't do it. You get bitten, you get burnt. It is not a nice feeling, and it puts both of you guys in a very awkward position. So don't lend out money. Anyway, guys, so those are my don't do's when you get paid. And the one do that is really important is to budget and stick to your budget. So as I had mentioned, if you haven't bought the Be Smart Budget, or you are not budgeting yet, get to budgeting or purchase the Be Smart Budget at www.besmartbudget.co.za. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, do you hate me? Do you not like me? Anyway, I'm joking. Please do subscribe. Click on the subscribe button, share with your friends and your family, and see you on the next video.